What happens when a 12-year-old steps onto one of the loudest, most chaotic music stages in America, and the entire internet suddenly turns into a courtroom? Not to judge the performance, but to judge the parents. Because after North West appeared at Rolling Loud in California, social media didn't just react, it exploded. Some called it a cute moment of confidence. Others called it uncomfortable. And a growing number of voices asked a brutal question. Is this talent, or is this fame being manufactured in real time? Stay with us, because this story isn't just about a performance. It's about parenting under the brightest spotlight on earth, and the price of growing up famous. Rolling Loud is known for chaos, energy, and some of the biggest names in rap and hip-hop. So when the crowd realized a 12-year-old was stepping onto that stage, it immediately shifted the mood. North West appeared during Molly Santana's set, joining in for what was meant to be a collaborative moment tied to an unreleased track. On paper, it looked like a surprise guest appearance. But in reality, it became one of the most talked about moments of the entire festival. Phones went up. Clips went viral within minutes. And by the time the performance ended, the internet had already made up its mind, in every possible direction. The reaction online was instant and extreme. Some viewers praised North for confidence, saying it takes courage for anyone, especially a child, to perform on such a massive stage. But others were far more critical. And the criticism wasn't just about the performance itself, it was aimed at the adults behind it. One viral comment on X summed up a harsh sentiment. I think it's time to admit you cannot buy talent for your kids. The user tagged Kim Kardashian directly, sparking even more debate. Later, they clarified they weren't attacking North herself, but were picking on Kim more for allowing the situation. Still, the damage was done, because the phrase spread everywhere. You cannot buy talent. And suddenly, a child's performance turned into a debate about privilege, pressure, and parenting choices. As backlash grew, a second wave of commentary emerged, this time trying to shift the focus. Many users pushed back strongly against criticism of North herself. They argued something important. This isn't about a child performing. It's about adults making decisions. One user wrote, "Not the child, the parents." And that became the core divide online. On one side, people felt the environment itself was inappropriate, a major music festival known for adult themes, intense crowds, and explicit performances. On the other side, defenders argued that North is growing up in entertainment royalty, and exposure to performance culture is natural for her world. But the argument kept circling back to one uncomfortable question. At what point does opportunity become pressure? Beyond talent debates, a second issue began trending. Was Rolling Loud even an appropriate space? Comments across social media questioned why a child was performing in such an environment. One user wrote, "Rolling Loud? Isn't this for adults? At least 18 plus?" Another added, "Performing where kids her age can't even attend should be the first red flag." Now, technically, Rolling Loud is not strictly 18 plus, teens can attend in certain cases. But it is widely known for mature lyrics, explicit themes, and an adult-heavy atmosphere. And that contrast is exactly what fueled concern. Critics argued that even if allowed, the setting itself raises questions about boundaries. Not legality, but judgment. This isn't the first time North West has found herself in the spotlight of controversy. And that's what makes this conversation bigger than one performance. It's about a pattern. A narrative forming in public perception. A child appearing more frequently in professional entertainment spaces. Some people see it as natural exposure, growing up in a family deeply embedded in music, fashion, and media. Others see something more complicated. A child being placed into adult-facing environments before she's fully grown into them. And that's where opinions sharply split. Because in modern celebrity culture, the line between supporting a child's talent and building a public persona too early has become almost invisible. The Rolling Loud discussion didn't happen in isolation. It reopened an old debate. North West's appearance in the Lion King 30th anniversary concert at the Hollywood Bowl had already sparked criticism. That event featured major industry professionals, seasoned performers, established actors, and a packed audience of over 17,000 people. So when North was included, many questioned how and why she was cast. Critics argued her presence felt influenced more by fame than experience. One Reddit user even claimed her performance didn't match the standard expected at such a prestigious production, especially alongside established names. Supporters, however, pushed back, saying children in entertainment often start young, and exposure can build confidence and growth. So again, the internet split in two. Privilege versus potential. Opportunity versus optics. No matter the platform, no matter the event, the conversation keeps circling back to one place. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Two of the most influential public figures of the modern era. And now, two parents constantly under scrutiny for how their children are introduced to fame. Critics argue that fame can't be inherited or manufactured, especially not talent. Supporters argue that children of artists naturally grow into performance spaces earlier than most. But the tension remains unresolved. Because every new appearance, every stage, every camera, every clip adds another layer to the debate. So why did this particular performance explode online? Because it represents something bigger than celebrity news. It taps into a cultural anxiety. In an era where fame is instant, viral, and often inherited. Where exactly is the boundary between nurturing talent and projecting ambition? And more importantly, who gets to decide when a child is ready for the spotlight? The parents? The industry? Or the internet watching every second? At the center of all this debate is a 12-year-old girl trying to perform in a world she was born into. Some see confidence. Some see pressure. Some see opportunity. And some see a system that rewards visibility more than readiness. But one thing is clear. This isn't just a performance that went viral. It's a reflection of modern celebrity culture, where childhood, fame, and public judgment collide in real time. And as long as the spotlight stays this bright, the debate around North West, Kim Kardashian, and Kanye West is not going away anytime soon. Because in today's world of fame, even a single stage moment can turn into a global conversation about parenting, privilege, and power.